Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be discussing a game mechanic, or more so an intercept that has been broken for the past 6 or 7 months. There was a forum post about it. I was pretty annoyed that it for some reason it is now broken. But in this first clip, this is actually a video that I recorded in March of 2018. This is the prime when Magic was the go-to champion for Dormammu solos. And yeah, I was the designated Dormammu Slayer for the time being. And I boosted up. I used a Power Star 1. Make some mistakes, but at the end of the video I do end up soloing. So yeah, the fight ended up going pretty well. All my intercepts ended up landing, or actually most of them. Here I'm a little bit of a pickle because he's at an L2. He's got level 5 Mystic Dispersion. So gonna try to take as little damage as I can. I'm gonna throw another L2. There we go. Gonna block just because he still has an L1. And I get hit again. But after this, the rest of the fight ends up going pretty well. Or mostly well. Okay, there we go. This, I believe, that is the last hit I take. So it was pretty rough at the start. So just to explain to you guys the different kind of intercepts being used in this video. The primary one, the one that's you see most of the time, is called the snapback. The snapback is where you hit into the opponent any amount of times. You back off before ending your combo. That's important, before you end your combo. So you can't be hitting 4 lights in a row, or you can't end with your second medium. So you either hit just your medium, or medium light, or light. You back off before ending your combo. You back off, and then you hit your combo again, and that is a snapback. So you don't end your combo, and you dash back and start a new combo, where you also don't finish your combo. All right. Now for the next one is this get up attack. Basically, you land a special attack or any kind of attack where the opponent gets knocked down on their feet. Almost always it's a special attack, and as they are getting up, you hit them again before they get the chance to do anything else, and that is a get up attack. Now lastly, the Backdraft Intercept, which a lot of people confuse for the snapback. So the Backdraft Intercept is where you hit the opponent's block any amount of times, you back off, and as they come right back at you, you intercept them with either medium or a light attack. I use it several times in this fight where Dormammu ends up blocking instead of coming at me. So I hit him 2 or 3 times into his block, back off, and anticipate him coming back at me with a medium or light attack. Alright, so as you guys can see, you got the full attack bonus, got the solo. I believe I had a 20% champion boost, and I don't know what the hell, I don't know what else I used. Power Star 1. So, I did the only logical thing that anybody else would do. There was a post saying that backdrafts were fixed. I haven't used backdrafts since a month after they got broken. So if it was in May, I haven't used it since after June. So it's been quite a couple months for them to fix it. And go for a backdraft there, and nothing, man. I was talking with, I believe it was Dave and I think Dragon. They're both in the CCP. They both think it has to do with hitboxes. However, I believe it's a combination of that, but the bigger thing is the block stun duration. I feel it's shorter, or it could be just for some reason champions are moving. For me, it just feels like they're moving out of the block stun a lot faster than they used to. Plus, the AI is a little funky. I think they did switch onto a new engine or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about like coding and stuff. I know what I see. So I compare it with frames. In the solo with Dormammu is 27 frames, and in a clip I'll show you at the end, I counted 24. But when that comes, I'll show you guys. So I end up going in with Blade, and some of the intercepts are working. So I'll show you a couple of them. Here I go for a backdraft, but AI is a little funky, man. They've made so many changes that AI is a little weird. That one right there, that was a snapback. I backed off, hit with a medium. I hit a heavy attack just to make sure controls were working. Right there, that was a get up attack. Alright, and I believe I go for another back. Okay, no, that was just a regular intercept. Just make sure my intercepts were on point. Another intercept right there, and okay, now I believe I go for some backdrafts. Okay, and Red Hulk actually intercepted me with a light attack. Okay. I go in. Okay, so all the backdrafts with Blade failed. So I go in with Namor. Just you can't just test once and call it a day. So I ended up going with Namor, and I also ended up going with Void. So with Namor, I use him a lot in Alliance War. I love using this guy. He is a little funky though, with some of his dash back and his medium. As you can see there, it's just a little weird. But with Namor, what's kind of surprising is his light attack backdraft is it seems to be consistent. It works. So I do the 4 hit and light attack, and hey, it's working, man. And then I try for a medium, but the medium backdraft doesn't work. And there you go. I go for a medium there, and it didn't work. It got comboed like crazy. And then the last test was with Void. Void was somebody that I used heavily in Alliance War. Mostly against there was a stun immune Bane and a buffet Limber node that I used it heavily. I got backdrafted by Red Hulk. So it looks like it's working for the enemy, which is not too great. And there I got evaded. I dashed back, and for some reason the AI is able to counter you like that, so kind of sucks. Alright, so in this one I'll be going mostly for backdrafts. Alright, I just gotta wait for the AI to play my game, and I'm going for a light attack. So Void's first medium attack is a kick, very low kick, and his first light attack is kind of like a swipe with his hand. I just gotta bait this special attack, but he's kind of not working with me, so now I gotta bait an SP2. But what I noticed is that with Void, there was some consistency here. It's very interesting, like what's going on. Alright, so let's see. Okay, we bait an SP1, I believe. There we go. And now we go for the backdraft. And you see right there, that was the swipe. That's the light attack. Okay, and there we go. Backdraft worked. I'm like, oh, what do you know? That light attack worked just fine, but it didn't work for Blade at all. It worked for Namor as well, but for Blade it didn't work at all. So that's kind of interesting. And then I go for some medium backdraft intercepts. Okay, so just bait an SP1, hit a medium just to finish my combo. And now we just got to get him to block. and let's see, and the medium attack is also working. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. These backdrafts are working. But there I go for a medium and I got hit. So I was like, oh, that's not good. That's not consistent. So it seems like sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. It'll depend on the champion's size. But the thing is that it is not 100% guaranteed like it used to be, and that is such an important thing to factor in when using certain skills, because if your opponent has 20,000 attack and you can either risk a backdraft which has, let's say, a 60% chance of working, that is not a gamble you want to take. I would much rather on any day bank or hope for a regular intercept, which is in the end up to me and my timing, rather than chance it with some kind of funky AI with like messing with hitboxes that shouldn't be hitting when they should. And but yeah, as you guys can see, his light and mediums are mostly consistent. That was a medium, did not work. Again, if that was a 20k attack opponent, I would be dead there. So in that case, I would not take the gamble. I would much rather parry or take the block damage. That way I am 100% assured that I will be able to keep the fight going. Alright, so after this test, I was like, okay, the backdraft is kind of funky, but the real test is using magic against Dormammu again. So I go in with a 3-star magic, 4 and 5-star magic, even though they have more health pool. The 3-star magic just has a much lower attack, so it'll keep for a longer fight, and as long as I don't mess up, I'll be fine. So as you guys can see, get up attack working flawlessly. It's working just fine. And we're landing to him, SP2 again, get up attack just fine. Snapback working just fine. So those two intercepts that I used in the first video, working flawlessly, no issues there. Timing, same thing. I don't have to like do anything extra. It's just the same muscle memory that I've held on to for so long. And now I go into another duel. In this duel, I do the backdraft. So that's the only different thing in this video than the other one, the first duel. And so we just got to get him up to his corner, get to my L2, and start going in. Alright, and so far everything looks like it's working just fine. There was a few funky intercepts that I think don't have to do with what I'm talking about, but there are a few times where he goes and like that right there. That was just a weird attack. I'm not sure if that's a light attack or a medium, but yeah, it's just a little funky, and I just don't count it for the test. But there you go. I went for a backdraft and it did not work. So I went back to it. I matched up the frames, and what you'll see is very, very interesting right there. So frames are matched up, magic dashes back, and look at that. Dormammu at the bottom dashes back a lot faster than the Dormammu at the top where I got the solo. So I mean, you guys can watch it as many times as you want. Just rewind if you want. You can put it even slower, but I counted 3 frames extra in the video at the top from hit to hit to connect, and at the bottom was 3 frames faster than the one at the top. So 3 frames, that's a lot. I mean, it makes a difference between you taking a 5-hit combo and dying. So it's very interesting. My neighbor says squeaky wheel gets the grease. So I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think this is a very important thing to the game overall. And man, I'm not sure like how much support I'll be getting, but we gotta make some noise, guys. It's just been too long, like 7 months, 6 months, and it's still not fixed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yeah, take care.